So next we'll start with unit 5, that is power system stability. Here first we'll define what is power system stability, then we'll see stability limit and classify power system stability, and also we'll discuss the criteria for a given system to be stable. So first we'll start with the definition. Power system stability, if we see, it is a property of a power system which enables it to remain in a state of operating equilibrium, and this equilibrium has to be maintained under both the conditions if the system has to be stable condition. So what are both the conditions? First is equilibrium has to be maintained when a given system is operating normally, as well as when system is subjected to a disturbance, it should again regain back to its equilibrium. In both the condition, if equilibrium is maintained, the system will be said to be stable. Now we'll see what is the equilibrium condition for system to be stable. So for this we'll take an example in which a small power system is taken where a generator is connected to a load through a transmission line. Now this given system is said to be stable or will be in equilibrium if and only if the load requirement or whatever the active power P required by this load is supplied by the generator, the voltage at its terminal is maintained as per required, and the frequency is being fixed. Now if any of these three condition is violated, the system will lose its synchronism or the system will become unstable. Now next we'll see what is stability limit. Now the stability limit is nothing but it is the maximum power that can be transferred from a generator to load or from one end to other end without losing this equilibrium. If the maximum power is delivered successfully, that is known as its stability limit. Next we'll see the classification. Now power system stability or power system problems are classified into two basic types. First is the steady state stability and other is the transient stability. Now both the classifications depend on the type of load which is being applied to a system. Now first we'll see what is steady state stability. Now if the load which is being connected is added or removed from a system gradually, and under that condition if the system remains stable or equilibrium is maintained in the system, the whole system will be said to be steady state stable. The criteria for determining this stability is for increased load dP or for gradual reduction in load, dP upon d delta should be positive. That means for small increase in load angle delta, the active power delivered or received at the other end should also be positive. That means if delta increases, active power P should increase, or if delta decreases, active power P should also decrease. We'll see this in elaboration when we'll see the power flow and power angle curve. Now next is transient stability. Now again this is concerned with the load. Now if the load is added or removed suddenly from a given system, this happens when there is for example, this happens when a fault occurs in a given system, then only this load fluctuates. So under that condition, if the active power P, V and F or the equilibrium condition is maintained, the system will be said to be stable, and that is not just stable, it is known as the system is transiently stable. So now next, the criteria for this stability is d delta upon dt should be 0. That means for sudden addition or for sudden removal of load, the swing of the rotor or the rotor will swing, but it should come back to its equilibrium condition, then the system will be said as transiently stable. Again, we'll discuss this when we'll see in elaboration when we'll see swing curve.